Hello folks, this is John again. Today let's try to make a machine head tone with TH3. And I have to be honest, this one is pretty challenging actually. Their tone is very bright, very scratchy, but without being nasty and without having any resonances really jumping in your face and without being harsh. And to get that, it actually takes quite a lot of work. So we can try to get into the ballpark, get into the direction here with this tone. But I would say it would still need a little bit of post EQ in the mix, cutting out a few resonances in the upper range. But yeah, let's try to get this done. So we have some DIs here again. Yeah, we know the drill. Now in my research, I found out they have, or they kind of use 5150s, I think. But yeah, that one doesn't quite get me there. It has a little bit too much going on in the mid-range and less in the top end. You can't really get that very bright character with that. Also, for their open notes, they sound very roaring. I would initially say the dual rectifier would be best for that. But again, for that general bright sound and bright character, I would rather go for the angled fireball. That one works best for that sort of character. Yeah, let's switch to the modern cap and switch to the Austria Silver 414 mic. This one has a little bit less going on in the lower mid-range, and it has a bit more focus on the top end and a little bit less harshness in the upper mid-range. So this already helps us out to avoid a few problems we might get with other microphones. So we can leave it at center precision and already boost the presence. I'd say this could still use a little bit of tightening up. I would go for the Proco Red again. This also provides us with a bit more roar and a bit more power for the open notes, and perhaps also boost the tone a little bit, but not too much because we don't want it to get too harsh. Okay, let's try that out in the mix and see what we got here. Okay, we can definitely hear there's quite a bit going on in that lower mid-range. We need to EQ that, and also some harsh resonances there in the upper mid-range, and we also need to work on that a little bit. So let's start with the lower mid-range. Okay, there we already start to get that scoop character. Now we need to take care of those resonances. There's definitely something in that 2K range. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want to get out of there. Okay, and then there's still a little bit of bright fizziness. It's somewhere. I noticed that sometimes between 5 to 6K you will find that. Okay, gotta match the level a little bit again. let's check that out with the other riff here. Okay, something around those lines, I would say. It definitely has that bright character and that scoop sound, and I think this is getting in the direction. I would still do a little bit of EQ work in the mixing stage, but for the general tone building, I think this should be good enough. So summing up again, what do we have here? The Proco Red, drive all the way down. We don't want it to add more distortion. A little bit of tone boost to get it a bit brighter and a bit edgier in the pick attack. Then the Angle Fireball, this gives us a very bright character. And on this one, boost the presence all the way up. A little bit of the treble. I didn't go the other way around, boosting the treble all the way and just a little bit of presence, because that makes it a little bit harsher in the upper mid-range. And then the Modern Cap again, switch to the Silver 414, leave it in the center. Taking out the lower mids a little bit, or a little bit more substantial, I guess. And then taking care of some resonances here. And of course, don't forget about their picking style. It sounds to me like they hold the picks at a very steep angle to really scrape across the strings to get an even brighter and scratchier pick attack. So, as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and subscribe and leave a comment below, and I shall see you next time.